How you doing, Fight fans? EJ Boxing Live here, and we're gonna talk about someone's O's gotta go. Whose O will be the first to go? So we've got all the fighters there in the description box. Hopefully Dwayne and some other guys will come join me. So let's get it on, man. Let me hear if we've got someone else. I think someone might be able to jump in right now. Let me see what's going on. One of my peoples. Yeah, man. We've got some tunes in the background. We're trying to drop it like Ego, my man Boxing Ego, the one who won't let me speak on his channel. I was over on his channel, and he said Mayweather's always been the underdog in all these fights, and I was like, nope, that wasn't the case. Mayweather's been the favorite in a lot of his fights, so he disagreed with me, and then we got into it, kind of thing. But you know, that kind of stuff happens, you know, the disagreements. That's low place right there. Right, so he don't know what's going on. Speaking of what hangout, he ain't doing nothing anyway, so I don't know what he asking questions for. Just bring yourself in, low place. All right, so without further ado, so I've got them in the description box. So let's start with, and I've got them kind of listed on who we're gonna go with. Let's go with Deontay Wilder. Nah, let's go with, what have I got here? Okay, let's go with Anthony Joshua. So Anthony Joshua's got 2 dates coming up, and he's got a fight in September and then one in April of next year. And depending on who the opponents are, everyone's speculating that they might test him. So let's put some hard opponents in there. Let's put Povetkin and let's put Wilder in the one in April. Well, Povetkin, tough guy. He's only ever lost once to Klitschko. We give Joshua a good test. Joshua hits hard, and both of them hit powerful. Possibly Joshua could lose that fight. There's a good possibility he could lose that fight. So that could be he could go in. He can go this year in September, and if not April, you're looking at, if they can get a Wilder fight going on, that'll be a great fight. That'll be a great fight. And then obviously Wilder, I was gonna say Wilder and Joshua, someone's always got to go. And that fight, nearer to the time, I'll probably do my breakdown. But in that fight, at the minute as it stands right now, I'll go with Wilder. So when it comes to Joshua and Wilder, in my opinion, I think Joshua will lose to Wilder by knockout in that fight. If he doesn't, then he doesn't. But that's how it is. So I think Joshua's O will go first before Wilder's. Triple G has a fight in September, this September, against Canelo Álvarez. So Canelo Álvarez. How do you think that fight's gonna go on? I think Canelo's got a good chance. You know, Triple G's older. His opponent last at Amanda Roses, Vance Amanda Roses, wasn't that good, and he hasn't been doing anything. And also with Canelo, he likes to fight twice a year anyway, so he's in good stead. Even though Canelo's lost, Triple G, he could lose that fight against Canelo. He could lose. The last time it was a draw, a lot of people thought Triple G won. Can Triple G prove the doubters wrong and stop Canelo? Is he going to go to stop Canelo? Canelo does hit hard. Triple G has to respect that. He could lose that fight. What's up, man? 100 Boxing UK. I'm good, bro. In the description box of guys who you think will go first, yeah, like pick a guy who's all you think will go first among the guys I'll pick there, and we discuss. So I'm talking potential guys who are fighting. Then obviously, we got Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, well, Triple G could lose to Canelo. I don't know. He could lose, but I don't know if Canelo hits. Canelo can put a good game plan. He could be, his O could go. Now, but whose O would go first? I mean, that is the question of the whole thing. Potentially in September, depending on AJ's opponent, he could go first because AJ is fighting first. Or it could be Triple G. But I'm more likely, if you're talking about who's going to go first, I think it'll be AJ's. But anyway, we're just going to go for it anyway. Guys, as O's will go. So I'm on Triple G. We're moving on Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is fighting terrible competition. Absolutely awful. And if a guy can come to fight him, I think he'll be in trouble. But they're picking the opponents very carefully. If he fights Joshua in April next year, I believe Joshua will win. So in that respect, in terms of Joshua and Fury, I got Joshua in that fight. And Fury will lose his own then. So that's how I see that fight. We're going to move on to INOUE. INOUE. The beast, they call him the monster. He's in the flyweight tournament. When that commences, there's some good game guys there in that tournament. Potentially he could lose, potentially, but I don't see it losing no time soon. I don't see the monster from Japan losing no time too soon in that tournament. So I think that little flyweight pound guy will probably keep that belt for a minute. I don't know why have I got his name twice, like 3 times. I already printed his name 3 times. I need to sort that out on the print. 1 second. Got his name like 3 times already, like unnecessarily. Let me just sort that out real quick. Don't know why that is. INOUE. Where is it? I've got his name like 3 times already. Okay, sort that out. There you go. Nice music in the background, so we just okay. So that's sorted. It is late over here. So 100 boxing UK. Who do you think will go first? I'm saying Joshua because Joshua's gonna be fighting first, or Triple G. All right. Anyway, let me refresh that actually. Next person coming in, we're going to talk about is Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Bud Crawford just beat Jeff Horn. Good fight. Pound for pound. They're talking about him and Errol Spence. Joshua has potential to go first. Yeah, everyone's saying that. Yeah, definitely. I think so as well. But, you know, don't be surprised if Triple G's one might go first. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised on that. All right. Next one. Terence Bud Crawford. Now, if he fights Errol Spence or he fights Keith Thurman, he's all could go first. How do you see him in them fights there? I tell you what. If he fights Keith Thurman, I ain't gonna lie. Before I might have picked Keith Thurman, but he's been out for so long, it doesn't look like he's interested in fighting. Keith Thurman all could go. When that happens, it definitely could go happen. Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. I like Crawford in that fight, but I like Errol Spence's work. He gives trouble. Be a great fight. But I picked Bud before, but I think I'm gonna go with Spence. I picked Spence against Crawford. If Crawford, then you got Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman. I'm gonna go with Errol Spence in that one as well. So in that little triangle, I think whoever faces Errol Spence, they're gonna go. Either it's Thurman or Crawford, either one. Why have I got Crawford twice? Oh man, I need to do. This is nonsense. Make AJ take the 50 mil. UK brothers. Hey, like the 50 mil is off the table. Wilder took it off the table now, so it don't really mean anything no more. Eddie Hearn doesn't want that fight no more, man. You know what I mean? He don't want that fight no more. Like that's the reason. Now Joshua said about the thing, and Eddie Hearn doesn't want that fight, man. So there's no point trying to chase people. It's like a girlfriend, isn't it? Like you got a girlfriend, you're chasing her, and she doesn't want to be caught. Or a girl you're chasing doesn't want to be caught. What are you gonna do? Want to keep chasing her? Like you know what I mean? You give up, man. Go find someone else. Like I mean, Wilder, go find some other fighter. You know what I mean? You can't be putting yourself in that situation. Desperate. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? Wilder's got pride. You know what I mean? He's a champion himself. Can't be sitting there getting disrespected. So he don't need to take no 50 mil, no more. You know what I mean? Offers off the table. So that's it. All right, let's move on. So what we got here? Oh, we already addressed Triple G. Okay, let's talk Triple G. Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders, could go if he faces Triple G. We can admit that this is a duck. Yeah, it's a duck. Yeah, it's a duck. They're ducking it. I think it's a duck on Eddie Hearn, not necessarily AJ, but he represents AJ, so you could say that it's a duck from Team AJ. They don't want to fight him, but there's millions to make in the UK over here. Got 2 dates. Josh could fight anyone, and he could sell. So I don't think you're bothered about. I don't think they're bothered about Wilder at this point. All they care about is making money and making sure they secure their future, making sure money. And the big fight, Wilder fight, will still be there, and that's what I reckon they're doing. So it is what it is. Right, Wilder's gonna have to fight someone else. Maybe Brazil was talking shit, and Povetkin, that's where you're gonna have to go. You know what I mean? And just continue and get credibility. In the days, to me, being a champion is one thing, but being respected. And Wilder, Wilder's already got that respect. You know what I mean? He fought like Ortiz, very hard fight, great game fight, great. AJ's got the respect as well. And it's just people in the middle don't want that fight at the minute. More so on Eddie Hearn and AJ's side. I can't let AJ do this and get away with it. But there's nothing you can do, bro. It's more to do with AJ. It's Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn's the one who advises AJ. He's the one who made him a millionaire. All what AJ does is train and fight. Whoever Eddie Hearn says they should fight. So if you've got any problems and grievances, you should direct it at Eddie Hearn. You know what I mean? That's where it needs to go, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nothing more than that. You know what I mean? We want to see the fights, but if the guy doesn't want to fight him, there's nothing you can do. All right, so Billy Joe Saunders versus Triple G. If Triple G gets past Canelo, I'm gonna go straight up Billy Joe Saunders. I got Billy Joe Saunders beating Triple G, so I can't say like Triple G's low. Okay, Billy Joe Saunders versus one of the Charlo brothers. I like to see that fight. I think if he fights one of the Charlo brothers, it'll be a very competitive fight. But I think the Charlo brother might lose that one against Billy Joe Saunders. Billy's very crafty, man. Very crafty fighter. He's got respectable power. The Charlo's a beast, though. He's vicious and aggressive. But I think Billy might have enough savvy to keep him off and be able to fiddle his way into a point. So one of the Charlos might lose it. The Charlo in the middleweight division, whichever one is, Jamal or whatever. So in that respect, you know what I mean? I got one of the Charlos losing it to get Billy Joe Saunders. Demetrius Andrade, you might move up to middleweight. If he fights one of the Charlos, I got Andrade's hard, man. He's very awkward to beat, but I think I got Andrade if there was the fight. I'm gonna go with Andrade in that fight. If he fights one of the Charlo brothers. I know he hasn't fought for a minute, but he's very crafty and he knows how to use control range. And yeah, I can see that happening. All right, Jarrett Hurd, if he faces one of the Charlo brothers, I got the Charlo brother beating him. Jarrett Hurd just walks forward, he takes a lot of punches. So, and like, he's very good, his game, he's strong. But if he can't effectively get to the fight, he's just going to pick up punches. So I got the Charlo brother in that. Jarrett Hurd versus Demetrius Andrade. If that fight was to happen, I got Demetrius Andrade beating him as well. So he's a very good fighter. Southpaw is very awkward. Very awkward indeed. Keith Thurman, already done that. Okay. Robert. Where's okay, Mikey Garcia. I didn't put Mikey Garcia. That's the one I didn't put. I thought I put Mikey in there. Okay, Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter. The undefeated. The battle of the undefeated. Initially, and I'm gonna go with it right now, I've picked Robert Easter if he can control range, but he don't like fighting from a distance. Mikey's very good at controlling range in and out, and he's done well against Brono, who's very good. And Mike Garcia, potentially most people are going to pick Mikey Garcia in that fight. But Robert Easter might surprise you. He might surprise you. So a surprise one, Mikey could lose, but very hard though, very hard. Very hard. That's a very close fight, but most people think the way Robert Easter's fighting, he should lose. But I don't know, he might surprise you. He might turn it up and surprise you. Andrade is already at 160. He's He's 4 already. Yeah, exactly. See, if he's at 160, then against Triple G and against them guys there is very awkward. You know what I mean? At 160. So, but I still got, if he fought at 160, I've got Billy Joe Saunders beating him, and I've got Triple G beating him as well at 160. Just experience alone, and they definitely hit harder. I'll have to see Andrade at 160, see what he does, but I'm gonna go with I'll go with Billy Joe and Triple G on that one. Danny Jacobs not undefeated, so we're not gonna talk about him. So these are the fights that the old must go. So in order, I think you got Joshua, Triple G, because they're the fights coming up, and what we got here? I think more or less that, and I think at Robert Easter. Actually, I think Robert Easter and things coming up before. I think Robert Easter and I think that fight's coming before that. So Robert Easter versus Mikey Garcia. So Mikey, most people, I'll go with Mikey Garcia loses. And people are your fanboy, EJ, yeah, your fan. I'll go Mikey. I'll go with Mikey. I'll go with Mikey loses. I die though, but I'm gonna go with Mikey loses. But Mikey will be first. So Mikey loses first, then probably people saying AJ, but you have to see who AJ's opponent is. Hey, I don't think AJ is losing. If he fights Povetkin, I'm thinking you'd favor Povetkin or Wilder, but he ain't gonna fight them. So I don't think he's losing anytime soon. So Triple G, people don't want him losing at all, but you never know. This is boxing, so it's probably between Triple G and Mikey. Them two. Who's all will go first? Have I got anyone else left? Have I got anyone else left on the list? Let me see. Let's see. Nah, I think I covered everyone. Yeah, I think I covered everyone. Yeah, that's it, man. I thought the Wayne would come join me, but okay. Usyk, Bivol, Kovalev is not undefeated, but oh yeah, Benavidez and Ramirez. Yeah. Of course. They're undefeated. Usyk will go first. Well, they're not fighting each other. Gassiev and Usyk are fighting each other. I've got Gassiev losing to Usyk. That fight is coming up soon. And Bivol versus Kovalev. Oh, they are fighting. Bivol and Kovalev. Ramirez and Benavidez are not fighting each other though. Are they fighting each other? Bivol and Gowaki. He's undefeated. Is he undefeated though? If he's undefeated, I'm gonna go with Bivol. But in terms of like these still good fights here, but I mean they still establish themselves. The guys I'm talking about, they kind of like recognize undefeated. Nah, these are mythical fights. Yeah, exactly. They're mythical, bro. That's what I'm saying. They're mythical. I have to be, because it says who's will go first out of the guys in the description box and the thing, bro. So that's cool though. Mythical matches. It's cool. I don't mind talking about them though. Crawford and Spence. Yeah, see, I talked about that already. Initially I picked Crawford, but I think Spence is some form, man. Some form. It's looking like a beast. But Crawford's looking like a beast as well. The way he done Jeff Horn was beautiful. So, you know, we'll have to see how that goes, man. We'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, man, it's just like undefeated. There's a lot of undefeated guys, but I don't think come this year, next year, a lot of these guys are not going to be undefeated for long, man. Mikey could lose. Robert Easter's going to lose. You know what I mean? Joshua could lose. Wilder's, we don't know. Wilder's cool. But now Triple G could lose. You know what I'm saying? These guys are all ready to get, you know what I mean? Ready for their O to get burst, their O to lose, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I don't see him losing no time soon either. Oh, Taylor and Prost, yeah, they ain't fighting each other, but they're in the tournament. Bercher and Tank, yeah. They yeah. I like that. I like them fight. That 140. Tank ain't losing no time soon because he ain't fighting Bercher. He ain't losing no time soon. Tank ain't losing no time soon. You know what I mean? But just Taylor, Beaches, Precious. That'll be a good fight if they fight. Yep, no offense, no offense. But the UK is. The UK are ducking. You said that, yeah, UK are ducking. Yeah, Rangaside versus what's it? That's a good fight. Nates. Yeah, that'd be a good fight. The UK, hey, the UK ain't ducking. The UK are just making that dough out here, bro. That's what it is, man. You know what I mean? You ain't offending no one. It's okay. Like the UK come to fight, but they do things where we want to do things, innit? Like we trying to control the board. Like Klitschko did the same thing, and Joshua's team is doing the same thing, bro. They say stuff like there's nothing we can do. Yeah, no, there's nothing we can do. Yeah, they always say. The thing, of course, they don't want to fight though, bro. Like, I mean, there's nothing more I could say. You can stop supporting duckers. Like, bro, like boxing has duckers all over the place, bro. Like, this is a part of boxing. You know what I mean? Eventually, they will fight, but they fight when they're ready. Like Mayweather and Pacquiao. Pacquiao could have took that fight ages ago, but he didn't want to take the drug test. Was Pacquiao ducking? You know what I'm saying? Fight happened though. Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins could have happened ages ago when they finally happened. You know what I mean? Supporting fighters that are ducking. If people want to duck here, like they ducking it. Like usually the fan base don't really care. The fan base don't really care. Like the fan base comes to support their fighter, and they don't care who's on the other end. To be fair, I mean, we talk about ducking. Like dudes don't need to be fighting guys they don't need to be fighting if they don't want to, because they know it's a dangerous thing. It's a risk. They're trying to make money, man. Trying to make money, as much money before they retire. So, hey, listen, if they don't like the guy, just don't support them. Which UK guys anyway? Hey, what you hot? I'm talking about the rematch. Roy should have fought amazing. When he fought in the rematch, look what happened. I really didn't duck him. I don't think Roy ducked him. Well, Bernard Hopkins said he was ducking him. I'm not saying he's ducking it, but Bernard Hopkins said he was ducking him. Exactly. Exactly. Fighting bombing, man. People are still gonna watch bombs and hyped up bombs as well. We could UFC. That Steve this guy, whatever. We're hyped up. We were hyped up. They didn't call me. Hyped up dude, man. Call me flatten him. Yeah, I know they fought already. They're talking about the rematch. Now Hopkins won the rematch with them. It took like 5 years, 6 years in the making. I mean, I'm trying to point out, yeah, because they duck. This is a part of boxing, bro. You know what I mean? People avoid people so they can keep their money in their pocket. This is the way boxing's been. What? I mean, when they lose, are you still gonna support them? Are you still gonna buy tickets when they're losing? Huh? If Wilder gets knocked out, you gonna support him? Depends how he gets knocked out, though, innit? You know what I mean? That's how it is. Boxing's a hard sport. Hours and that, they want to get paid, man. They want that Mayweather money. Now, don't get me wrong now. Bernard Hopkins said Roy Jones was ducking him. For years. I know they fought, but I'm talking about at the time. So, that's boxing for you, man. Anyway, I mentioned all the undefeated fighters. Who's always know first? Most people pick Joshua. I'll go with Mikey Garcia or Robert Easter. I think they fought before. Or Triple G. You don't have to accept them, and then you get paid. You get paid the money comes from. Hey, people still gonna pay their money. People still gonna pay their money, bro. That's what it is. I mean, you may not. People like hate him. People hate him guys all day. Man, people crying for Mayweather to lose. They want him to lose so badly, they're paying money. People are gonna accept it. If you don't like it, listen. Let me tell you something. AJ's selling out Wembley. You think they care who he's gonna fight? They don't care. In America, I assume if you're from America, I can understand where you're coming from. And the UK don't give a shit. You know why? Because the UK is not used to having a heavyweight champion, so and Eddie Hearn's gonna make sure he stays in England, bro. If you want to fight me, you've got to come to England, and then you have to accept the low money. And Wilder's not gonna accept it. Why should he? You know what I mean? And you know, and AJ's always gonna get paid because people love AJ. Eddie Hearn, not so much, but Eddie Hearn, like AJ, they love Eddie Hearn. They love AJ. Okay, what we got here? Say anything else? What you got here, bro? We don't have to accept them, and when they get paid, where does the money? Where does the money come from? Money comes from us fans, man. We pay the money, man. I mean, look, right now, I'm endorsing talking about them. I'm talking about them now, so they get paid from people talking about them. We're in a different era. People get paid on social media, talking about them, views and comments and all that shit, likes and all that. You know what I mean? This all contributes into their pocket. He's got sponsors, Underarm. He's got to deal with Showtime. He's got to deal with Matchroom. Man's making money, man. Most fighters wish they were making that much money like AJ's making. He was at a dinner show with Mayweather. They were charging £100 just to take a picture with them at a dinner. You know what I'm saying? He's making money everything he does. He's just rich, boy. AJ does the cash cow. He's the cash cow in boxing. People say it's Canelo, but it's not. It's Anthony Joshua. I'm waiting for Canelo to set up the whole of Jerry Jones in Texas. Set up the whole of that bloody Dallas Cowboy Stadium. See if we can do that, and then we'll talk. By the way, he doesn't need to, but he's very popular. But he's popular in Mexico. He's not popular in the UK. We like him. I met him. I met Canelo. He's okay, but he's not like Joshua. Joshua's a heavyweight. You know what I mean? Heavyweight champions, they get that much money. Anyway, I've talked about which guys are going to lose. Thurman needs to come out of retirement. Hopefully, fight Errol Spence or Crawford. Mikey, Robert Easter. I've talked about it, man. What do you guys think? Who you guys think AJ is going to have in the dates? Talk about it. Which guys do you think AJ is going to have in September? Who do you think he's going to fight? Who you want him to fight, should I say? Let you guys think about it for a sec. Let me see what's going on there. See Brandy today for the first time. She put on some weight, but she looks nice though. She's chubby, bro. Well, seeing you guys are not really saying anything, so I'll call it quits. I was hoping some other guys will jump over, Dwayne and some other guys. Low place, but I guess they're busy. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys for coming over. David, JB Marsh. Who else we got in there? Chat. 100 Boxing UK. Nice one. Big up all of you guys, man. Actually, you know what? Let me send this over to this guy over here. I wonder if these guys are before I go. So the boxing voice guys. Start it up though. Just listening some tunes in the background, just chilling. Yeah, it's a hot day over here in the UK, man. Real hot. One of these guys, if this guy come over, they come over. They do. Oh, Winky Wright says he thinks Ronald Winky Wright, the former undisputed 154-pounder champion, believes that Deontay Wilder's going to win as well. So, with this movement, most people are picking Wilder, but closer to the time, you could weigh in and media workout and whatever. You might change your mind nearer to the time, depending on where the fight is. So, that's it, man. Not more to say. Thank you guys for coming over. I'm EJ Boxing Live. Thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. The guys in the description box, leave your names, leave the guys' names of who's always gonna go first. I think it's gonna be Robert Easter and Mikey Garcia fighting first. Then after that, you have AJ fighting someone. I don't know who. I reckon he wins that fight. Big up, yeah, nice one, bro. Shit biz, nice one, appreciate it. Big up, bro. And then Triple G versus Canelo. Most people think Triple G gonna win that fight, but you know what I mean. Them sort of fights are happening before, so I think if anyone's always going to be happening around that time. So I'm about to bounce, bro. What you saying, shit biz? Shit biz. About to biz, man. I'm about to bounce, man. Who's always going to go first? You can leave it in the comment right there, so people know. Listen, man. You don't even know I was on Ego. I was over on Boxing Ego channel the other day, and he said Mayor. Every time Mayor thought he was the underdog, and I missed the comment. The guy that switched to me, call me names, and just booted me from his channel. So I don't know. I understand some people. Some people strange like that. He's cool though. I like Ego's channel, but it's a bit. He says some stuff that was a bit inaccurate. I mean, if I say something inaccurate, you guys will check me, right? And then we can have a debate about it. So it goes, man. Other than that, I don't think we've got no boxing coming this week, actually. Let me check real quick. Any boxing for me this week? Steve, man. Over here is actually very hot over here in the UK. I got fan on and it's like bloody hot. We ain't got nothing. No major fights anyway. Regis Prosa versus one Jose, was it Vesquez, or whatever his name is. That's ESPN. It's not a major fight. Oh, Manny Pacquiao's fighting in Malaysia. That's my favorite country. I like them girls. Fighting Lucas Matisse. That's why it happened, and they've got some other guys on this card. Yeah, that's this Sunday. Should be a good fight. Manny Pacquiao. Now I got Manny Pacquiao knocking him out, bro. Manny Pacquiao gonna look at Lucas Matisse inside 3 rounds, probably. You're gonna eat Lucas Matisse. Gonna be poisoned by some Malaysian soup. Have an upset stomach, and then get knocked out. Just looking about, man. Malaysia's got pretty women, actually. Very. They got it's between India and China. You know what I mean? And most of the country is Muslim as well. I met some Malaysian men. I met quite a few of them, man. They're very polite, man. Very respectful. Strangely enough, all of them are like 5 foot, which is good for me. I like shorties, man. You know what I mean? All the women are like 5 foot. Not that thing, man. They're nice, man. A nice blend, man. But I like when it comes to women, respectful, innit? Like, they're very polite, and but they know how to please you, man. They cook and do all that stuff, yeah. So hey, man, you know, check a Malaysian girl, make sure you go check a Malaysian woman, man. So anyway, Matisse is fighting Manny Pacquiao on Sunday in Malaysia. Undercard is not really important. What else we got here? And the following Saturday, Jamie Malinga versus Liam Smith. Well, I mean, how can that be? It's the fight for a belt. Oh, Demetrius Andrade is fighting next week. He's on the okay. So he's like might go first. And then after that, on the same day, so that's not this Saturday, next Saturday, it's Usyk versus Marius Gasov. That fight there. So on that card there, and Cecilia Brackers, she's got O as well. She could lose hers as well. So in 2 weeks' time, a lot of people could lose the O. Demetrius Andrade, he could lose his O. Usyk, and no one that guy. Okay. It's that Matty Gassiev. He's gonna lose, man. Gassiev's gonna lose his O first, man. That he gonna lose O first. He gonna lose O first. That's what I think. Demetrius Andrade should be okay. I don't know who he's fighting. He's fighting some bum though. What else we got here? Yeah, and then Mikey versus thing. So he's old. Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter. That's the following week. So that's in 2 weeks' time. Dylan White versus Parker. Parker's already lost his O. Kohler versus Canelo Álvarez. Oh, Bivol versus Isaac Chilemba. Isaac Chilemba's gonna get punched up, man. That's gonna. Isaac Chilemba's gonna. I like Isaac though. He's gonna get punched up though. He ain't got no power. He's a good fighter, but he don't hit that hard enough. Don't surprise you get stopped. So hey, so that's it, man. That's all the fighters there. I can't entertain you no more than that. Thumbs up the videos, bro. Thumbs up the video. No donations. Little £1, £2, or something like that to the channel. Made the channel, you know what I mean? Big up the channel. Yeah, so that's what I reckon Zuzo's gonna go first. Curtis Chopper, Triple G's first. Man, there's guys before Triple G first, but Ali Joshua is looking vulnerable based on his last 2 fights. He definitely does. Povetkin is durable. Can't take him into the deep waters. I ain't gonna try and fight Povetkin though. Curtis Chopper. I don't think that fight's happening, but yeah, I favor Povetkin in that fight. If they was to fight against AJ though, because he does look vulnerable. So I agree with you there, Curtis Chopper, boy. I agree with you right there on that one. AJ's definitely look vulnerable, man. His last 2 fights, man, they haven't been exciting at all. So coming fighting vulnerable, AJ don't look that good. He's been hanging around with Wladimir Klitschko. He's fighting like Wladimir, and before he used to fight like Mike Tyson. So I don't know, but to be fair, the referee was interfering in that fight. If the referee never interfered as much as I think the fight, it might have got stopped. So there's guys before Triple G: Mikey Garcia, Demetrius Andrade, Usyk, MC Boxing Star, my brethren. What's going on, bro? I am the only one to see Povetkin as a overhyped Russian who's not beaten anyone decent. Fair enough. He's had things his own way as well. He's got the comfort of fighting in Russia. Oh man, it's funny. He's a tough guy though. We trained by Teddy Atlas, and his opponents are well picked to make him look good. I mean, he's always been the A side. He's got that billionaire Russian guy behind him as well. So, good point, mate. Like, who's the best? Who's the best? Who's the tackle? He's like tackle. Oh man, like his best way is tackle. Oh dear. Yeah, I know he busted the tackle bit badly. Yeah, I know. These guys, man. Povetkin, his style of fighting is good though. He can take a punch. Remember, it's the heavyweight division. It's a weird division. It's the only division you can win on. You could be outboxing someone, and then they can catch you with a punch, and you're out. You know what I mean? Curtis Chopper, cool. Like Usyk and Mikey to edge their fights. Yeah, Canelo is crafty. Yeah. to see he's doing enough to stay away from Triple G power and get points. Yeah, he could try to. He could try to. It's hard enough saying it and doing it. But he did it. He did do it. He's one of the only guys, rare guys, to go the distance with Triple G. Everyone else got plastered. But Triple G's another guy. His opponents have been picked for him very carefully to make him look good. And that's how Triple G gets up. And this is a lot of guys with the A-star. The matchmaker is going to put them in a position where they're going to look good. Even AJ. AJ's the money guy. They're picking guys in him to make him look good. You ever see Rocky 3? They were handpicked. Rocky goes, what do you mean they're handpicked? They were fixed? But no, they weren't fixed, Rocky. They were handpicked. They were there, you know, they were tough, but I knew you could beat them. This guy Rock is a killer. He'll beat you inside 3 rounds. To what Mr. T or Clubber Lang. You know, that's boxing. You know, that's when people ducking. It's like they put guys in there for you to look good and wins and you continue. That's what it is. It's called getting over. In wrestling, it's like laying down and someone lays down to promote you, give you a run, make you look like you're doing things. You know what I'm saying? You know, but the win is always predetermined. In boxing, it's not. That's why boxing is one of the sports, one of the rare sports that you're supposed to win. You have everything on your side, and here comes a Buster Douglas. And Buster, be fair, Buster Douglas earned that win. I'll tell you now, yeah. Who's those going to? Errol Spence. The second he fights Crawford. I don't think so. I don't think so. Crawford's very good. Could be a draw. I won't be surprised that. It'll be a great fight though. Errol Spence got nice pedigree. They both got great pedigree. You know, it'll be a great fight. I think that's a closer fight. What do you think? He just came into the division and beat Jeff Horton. You can't be afraid of him. They haven't met up to anything. And a lot of people call for, yeah, he's been called Thurman. Thurman's over there being a Buddhist monk at the minute. That's why the heavyweights are tuned up, got damaged. Yeah, always dodging the questions. Some guys are like that. You know what I mean? Some guys don't like to ask questions. To be fair, Errol Spence is like that anyway. He's quite shy and into himself type of guy. He's never been that talkative. Crawford's the same as well. Crawford's the same. They're back. To be fair, they're going backwards and forwards on Twitter. So eventually they're probably gonna fight. But Errol Spence is just doing what he's doing, and like he's just beating guys. Eventually they're gonna fight. They have to fight because I mean, Thingy doesn't want to fight no one. Keith Thurman doesn't want to fight no one at the minute. He's just there chilling. You know what I mean? Like for us as fight fans, they're ducking this, that, the other. It's not even them. Like the fighters will fight anyone. It's the people, it's their handlers, the matchmakers, the managers, the trainers. These are the people who decide their fate. Oh no, but he's been very so active here, Thurman. But whoever he gets asked or something about Crawford, he plays it down. Yeah, of course he does. It's interesting to me. Yeah, it is interesting. That's how they are, man. It's like we see the boxers and we just put it on the boxers, but the team are there. Think about it, right? I've got a boxer here, and my boxer's 20-0, and I see some dangerous people in the division who are going to have my fighter beat. And so if my fighter gets beat, I don't get paid. I don't get these big paydays. You know, Freddie Roach, when he had Manny Pacquiao, I was getting these $1 million paydays. Like Manny Pacquiao, I talked to Freddie Roach, right? Freddie Roach was telling me that he's got money saved away for Manny Pacquiao, but Manny Pacquiao retires because Manny gives away his money. When Manny goes to the Philippines, he just stands and has a queue in line in the Philippines or Malaysia or wherever it is and just gives his money away. And Freddie saw him, he knew his money's going to be broke. Yeah, he just stands in the line and just gives his money away. So I told him he said he saved away 20 mil for all the 10% he was getting for Manny because Freddie doesn't need it. He said he's got some savings for Manny. So if Manny gets in hard time, Freddie, because Manny doesn't know it, Freddie goes, he doesn't know it, but I've got some money for him. And obviously, Freddie probably told Manny that he should retire. And Manny said, no, I still need to fight. So, but Freddie's got some, so he told me anyway, he's got some money saved away for him. Freddie, you know, people give Freddie a lot of stick here, but the guy's got a good heart. He really does look after his fighters. You know what I mean? And that's what you try and do. You try and look after your fighter and try to steer him away and try and make him have money because The worst you're gonna see your fighter you've been with, you've known this guy from young, and you see the fighters, they're the last person to know danger. Like they will just go and fight anyone when they realize they don't know what's happened. And you, because as a fighter and a trainer, you can see what's gonna happen. It's like it's pretty hard, you know. It's quite traumatic as well. You know what I mean? Who gonna tell a guy stop the fighting? Tell the man you can't fight no more. Like Amanda Holyfield had his time, he'll still be fighting now. They had to force him into retirement, bro. That guy still waiting to fight, man. He's because he still had goals. He was that man. He had that. His mindset is that strong. Even though his body's not willing, his mind is that strong. And anyway, none of you guys are gonna pick up the hospital bill when they go to hospital. You just want to see them fight and make us feel good and have them kill each other. And then after that, who's gonna go visit them when they're in the hospital when they've got one eye, like Kell Brook, like what happened to Eddie Hearn? Eddie Hearn, I like Eddie Hearn, but bro, like he's made some real messed up decisions, yeah, in terms of some of the fighters, yeah. Like let's talk about Lee Purdy. Lee Purdy went to fight Devil Alexander, and he didn't make the weight. Right? He struggled in the weight. They had him in a sauna and everything trying to make the weight, and it was for the IBF belt. He got beat up. Darren Barker in the corner threw the towel in. His next fight was against Leonard Bundu for the European title, and he wasn't ready for that. That level was pretty high. He already fought at world level, but he's fighting Bundu was a starving guy. Bundu messed up his sinuses, messed up his eyes, messed him up, and now the guy can't fight. He's got permanent vision. Yeah, exactly. That really pissed me off. Exactly. So let's talk about Kell Brook. Kell Brook, yeah. I was there when Eubanks Jr. was gonna fight. They wanted Triple G. I was there. Like I wasn't at the negotiations, but I was there when Eubanks got announced that he was gonna be a matchroom, right? And you know, Eubanks was getting on Eddie Hearn's nerves, right? And Kell was getting, because the thing is, Eddie's a dickhead, right? What's his name again? Jesse Vargas, yeah, wanted to fight Kell Brook. He had a WBA belt. Kell had the IBF belt. And he goes, "We want to fight him." Eddie goes, Eddie said they're charging too much for the thing. I mean, too much. Eddie said they're asking for too much. They don't deserve. So then Eddie should have just paid them. Kell was gonna beat Jesse Vargas, right? In my opinion, he would have beat him, and he would have 2 belts, right? He would have been sitting there. Eddie didn't want to pay the money, stingy. So then what he then does, yeah, Eubanks pissed him around, and because Kell Brook hasn't got a manager, call Kell Brook, say, "Do you want to fight Triple G? Because Eubanks pissing me around." I mean, he took advantage of Kell Brook. He did. He took advantage of him. And as a fighter, he's not going to say no, is he? Spence will lose his own first. Oh, what's up, Dan? Yeah, Spence. I don't know, but I don't think Spence will lose his own first. I don't think so. So anyway, he took advantage of him. And asked Kell Brook, you know, because he's got his number. And Kell Brook said, "Yeah, I'll fight Triple G," and the fight was made. And to fuck over Eubank, but look what he did to Kell Brook's eye. And I mean, I was there with the whole build-up, and I heard Triple G in Covent Garden hitting the mitts. It sounded like a baseball bat hitting a pad. It was disgusting. Yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm good, man. What's up, Dan the man? I'm good, man. How you been, man? Long time, bro. Good to have you over. And then what happened to Kell Brook when he fought? I mean, he stunned Triple G. Yeah, he did. But look what Triple G did to him. Took one of his eyes. And the thing is, yeah, at that point, it's bad. Then he goes, "Oh, you got the IBF belt. Now you need to defend it against your Manchuri." He threw him down against Bloody. He should have had Kell Brook vacate that belt. Or no, like would we blame Kell Brook for vacating that belt? Well, you're soft in that. No, he should have vacated the belt and concentrate on his health. What did Eddie Hearn say? "Oh, it's a big payday. It's pay-per-view." Was it pay-per-view? I'm not too sure, you know. Anyway, he took that fight in his hometown and got the other eye socket fucked up. In 2 fights, lost both his eyes. He's probably going to be blind. He's probably going to be blind in 10 years. Hopefully not, though. 1 second. All right. So, all I'm saying is that, yeah, Eddie Hearn has done that. Like, see, the one career who he couldn't fuck with was Carl Froch. It's one career he couldn't fuck with. Carl Froch's career was set in stone before Eddie got to it, right? It was set in stone before he got to it. And granted, he made Carl Froch a lot of money. Definitely. Eddie Hearn made Carl Froch a lot of money. But there's one fight that Carl Froch didn't want to fight, was that George Groves fight. But Barry Hearn said to Eddie Hearn, oh, you're going to take that fight. He's next in line. A good UK fight would be good for him. Carl Froch never took that fight seriously. And then consequently, he got knocked down. Yeah, he came back and stuff like that. But he didn't want to fight him. But then the rematch sold Wembley. That was Eddie Hearn's first big major fight there. The rematch sold beautifully and made Carl Froch a lot of money. But if you ask Carl Froch, man to man, which was your best win, he'll probably say Jean Pascal, where he won his WBC belt, or he'll probably say Jermaine Taylor, where he went to America and made debut and done that. He'll probably say Arthur Abrahams. He'll probably say all them wins before he'll say George Groves. George Groves made him a lot of money, but he's arguably his best fights were way before Eddie Hearn got there. Yeah, Eddie Hearn got him Kessler. The rematch, yeah, but actually, Carl Froch shouldn't be lost that first fight against Kessler anyway, in my opinion. The Andre Ward fight was a great fight. I enjoyed that. But arguably, Eddie Hearn's messed up his careers. Let's talk about AJ. AJ's gonna take these soft touches. I think AJ's gonna fight Dillian White next. And people might think I'm crazy. He's gonna fight Dillian White or Joseph Parker, and you could sell that. You could sell that Joseph Parker got robbed. The referee got in his way, and Joseph Parker's going to be a better fighter in the rematch. I'll watch it. Will it sell 90,000? People don't care. AJ can fight anyone. You know what I mean? Then his next fight against Tyson Fury in April next year, I think that's what's going to happen. They got, even though, listen, AJ can just vacate the belts. People talk about the belts and stuff like that, yeah? Fuck the belts. Like, vacate them. Vacate. AJ can vacate all the belts, yeah? And he'll still sell out. You said it recently yourself, yeah? AJ can fight at Wembley, yeah? People, yeah, exactly. AJ can fight me and you at MC Boxing Star. And we sell out. Like, you know, we don't really care. And you're right, Fury, because I listened to your video earlier on, right? Make sure you guys sub to MC Boxing Star. My good friend, yeah, from the UK, over in Ireland, yeah? I'm sure he's from England. I'm not too sure if you're in England, Ireland, but he's a good guy, yeah? Make sure you sub to him. Like, Tyson Fury still sells, man. He's still as long as he stays undefeated, he's gonna make Tyson Fury make a lot of money with Eddie Hearn. That's why they've got dates. They don't need Wilder. Wilder needs them. And to be fair, Wilder, what's bad for Wilder? Wilder knows he's the B side, but Eddie's trying to embarrass him, trying to make him grovel and all that shit. And that's what Wilder doesn't want to do. Yeah, you live in Ireland, yeah, in Hearts. Yeah, nice one, bro. I live in yeah, nice one, bro. Are you from? Oh, you live in half of you. You're from Ireland. Okay, nice one. Where's Heart? Where's that? I live in Hearts. Where's that? Hearts. Is that in Scotland? Where's Hearts? I'm not too sure where that place is. Is that must be somewhere in England? Maybe it's in London. I'm not too sure. I never heard of that place though. So, anyways, yeah, AJ can fight who he wants to fight, and it will still sell out. Wilder can fight who he wants to fight. Oh, Hertfordshire, yes, I know what that is. That's where I swear. Oh no, he lives in Hatfield. From Billy Joe saw him. Oh yeah, I know that. Hertfordshire, Bedford and Hertfordshire, or Hertford, around them sides. I think my dad's from them. Sides. Anyways, yeah, nice one, bro. MC Boxing Star. All I'm saying is this, yeah. AJ can fight anyone. It doesn't matter. People can worry about AJ and his business or whatever, the AJ business. Eddie Hearn protects him. He's doing a good job of protecting his investment, making sure AJ gets a lot of money and fighting bummy fighters. Not really bummy fighters, but guys are not really going to threaten his crown. And that's it. You know, Klitschko had the same monopoly, and he was fighting guys. People, after 10 years domination, people used to criticize. You think criticize Klitschko all the time. Difference between Klitschko and AJ. AJ's a bit more exciting, but since we've been hanging with Klitschko, it's become a bit more, especially in that last fight he had with Parker. It's very boring. That fight was one of AJ's worst. The referee, to be fair, is the referee. Like, a lot of people say AJ, the fight, like Parker was very negative. Yes, he was, but that referee was out there. If they just got rid of that referee out the ring, AJ would have stopped him quicker than that, man. Because AJ would have cut the ring down and given him a good old pasting. you know. So I tell you what, that AJ, he comes across very. When I met him, he comes across very soft, but like in the ring, he's quite aggressive. He's quite vicious, mate. I tell you what, I wouldn't want to get rid of him. Dillian got the taste of it as well. I mean, Dillian must have thought he was getting in there with a punk. When he got in there, bro, he was like, "Oh shit, what have I got myself into?" It's like a metamorphosis. I actually rate him being so disciplined. Yeah, with the Barker. Yeah, he was disciplined, but it was boring. It was disciplined. But then again, is the referee. You know what I mean? The referee was in fact to that. Take the referee out of that equation, AJ gets a stoppage. And this is where Parker is credible because he's the only guy to go the distance with AJ. And he's going against Dillian, who got touched on his whiskers by AJ and he was down. So that's more or less how I see that fight happening. It's pay-per-view. Is it worth paying money? Up to you. You're going to pay your money for that. Eddie Hearn, you know about Eddie Hearn and his pay-per-views. Eddie Hearn's good for boxing. He's an article villain. Really is. People like Don King, and he's a villain, Eddie Hearn. He so enjoys it, man. But at the same time, when you meet him, he makes you laugh. He's a very charming, charismatic individual, Eddie Hearn. He's very unique. When it goes down in history, he'll go down in history as one of the greatest promoters. Guaranteed market down. Parker needs a KO. Yeah, I think he'll get a KO. I'm picking actually. I'm picking Parker to KO Dillian. A lot of people think I'm crazy, but I like Dillian, but I think he's coming up a bit short in this fight. But we see. If Dillian was to win, I'll be happy for him. And he definitely gets the fight with AJ. Like I said, they can fight each other easier. Do you watch WWE? Yep, I watched WWE in the old days. Eddie Hearn is Paul Heyman. Yeah. Paul Heyman back in the days when he was with the Dangerous Alliance, back in NWA. Yeah. Paul when he was in ECW. Paul Heyman. Talking that shit. Nah, you know what Eddie Hearn is? Eddie Hearn is Vince McMahon. That's what he is. He's more Vince McMahon than Paul Heyman. Because Paul Heyman talks a lot, yeah, and rarely does anything. Yeah, Eddie Hearn actually backs it up. He's more Eddie Hearn. He's more Vince McMahon. He manipulates. You know what I mean? And everyone wants to see him get beat up by Stone Cold. Like you know, you'd love to see Dillian White. Dillian White get his hand. Not Dillian White. You love to see Wilder get his hand around Eddie Hearn's throat. Wouldn't you love to see that? Like see Dillian White chasing after Eddie Hearn. Hey, save me! Hey, AJ, save me! And he goes, what? And you see AJ look at him like, Eddie, I'm eating my food. Like, he's not Dillian White's after me. He's chasing me. You go, Eddie, I'm busy. I'll talk to you later. I see Eddie just running for life, mate. And Dillian's chasing after me. Eddie, yeah. You said I was this. You said I was poor on my profile, man. You can see him chasing him down the road, man. Anyway, I digress, man. Boxing is a great state. Some great fights, you know. There's some great fights. We have a sport that goes down like 200 years deep. Recently, Jack Johnson got a pardon. One of the greatest heavyweights of all time, the first black heavyweight champion. We have Tyson Fury. UK is at an all-time high. Lineage champion. Tyson Fury, AJ, another champion, Lennox Lewis, the last of the last decade. Like the UK is on a climb in the boxing world. We have a UK promoter, a good rival. He's rival pretty good. I would say he's Don King type of thing because he hasn't done them sort of matchups. But he's getting there. He's getting there. But Eddie's main thing is about. He's admitted it. His main thing is making the fighters money. Doesn't care about their legacy. Or if they go to the Hall of Fame, making sure they're going to be well looked after and then go to their kids. But that's all well and done. But the fighters themselves need to be respected, Eddie. That's the thing you're missing. They need to have good wars and people can say, oh, that was a great fight and get paid. That's what it's about. And without the two, the fighter doesn't feel accomplished. You know, look at Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton went in there against Mayweather. And I remember building up and I was like, Ricky Hatton I thought Ricky Hatton was a 50-50 fight. And because, you know, Ricky thought that Mayweather was a little guy and he could do what he could, which is Mayweather is a little guy. He's not that big, right? But they're about the same height. But Ricky had really believed that as soon as he touched Mayweather, it's gonna fold. And he went in there and realized the guy's stamina and his conditioning and his artwork and the way he can do his stuff. Ricky was like, oh, I couldn't hit him. He just got tired trying to hit the guy so much, and Mayweather was just taking his time and breaking him down. Before Ricky realized he's been mugged, he had no energy left, and Mayweather stopped him. But even Ricky, after that fight, what did Ricky say? He said it was a fluke. First words, asked him, so Ricky, what do you think? We go, what a fluke that was. So he didn't even digest and accept the way he was beat. Before, he didn't really hardly hit me. I just got, because he broke you down. And then he went into the Pacquiao fight, left Billy Graham, because Billy Graham told him that, you know, you should stay at 140. You shouldn't even moved up to welterweight. And he blamed Billy Graham, blamed everyone. Got his dad as his manager and robbed his money later on. And went into the Pacquiao fight, complaining he was still getting, he got overtrained because he was with Lee Beard or whatever, and he's with Mayweather Senior. Mayweather Senior was training him a certain way, and Ricky didn't trust what Mayweather Senior was telling him. Even though he beat Paulie Malignaggi, didn't trust it. And he was getting secretly trained by Lee Beard on the slide because he thought I needed more training. So he didn't have that trust. So when he went into the fight, he had nothing left. In the second round, whatever, he ran out because he was overtrained. And then he blamed Mayweather Senior, but you got to blame yourself, Ricky. And the Mayweather came out and defended his dad, rightly so. So my dad told him the game plan. Ricky didn't follow it, which Ricky rarely does. Because Ricky, you always say, I see the red mist. And that consequently, that's what happened. And then Ricky, and after that, what did he do? Line of coke, because he could, after all his successes and all his money, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. All he remembered, like, he lost, and it consumed him. He lost his I'm not sure if he's with his woman. I'm not sure his wife left him. His dad took his money. You know, this whole his trainer wasn't with him no more. So this heartache. It's a bad story, and that's all because of you. And that's happens to anyone, getting overly confident. What do you think of Hatton? I think he killed. I think he'll get killed. Only way he win against Cottazoo. Yeah, he cheated against Cottazoo. He was cheat. I thought the only win he's got against. I think he cheated against Cottazoo. If you listen to the Australian broadcast, yeah, Ricky was hitting him low and round the back of the head. Now in the UK, they let him get away with it. Like Mickey Van or whatever was the referee. I can't remember the referee. They let Ricky get along with stuff that if that was in the States, he wouldn't get away with. That's what he tried to do to He tried to do Mayweather, and Joe Cortez warned him, said, "Hey, Ricky, you can't do that stuff. That stuff you can't do it." Because Joe Cortez, before the Mayweather fight, was looking over his fight with Cottazoo and feeling like you're not going to get away with stuff like that over in America. And consequently, that's what happened. Oh yeah, England are playing in a couple of days as well. I think England going to the finals, by the way. I think they've got a good chance to get in the finals. I like the team. I like the England team. I like the well balanced. They've got one of the smartest coaches ever, mark it down, ever, to have English uniform in Gareth Southgate. He's got a lot of young players who believe in his system, and I think that's what you need. Me being a former coach, I understand what it's like when your players buy into your system. And you have the media in your ear telling you about this, that, the other, and the third. So England, I think England beats Croatia. All right, whether it be penalties, wherever it is, England should be able to win it, wherever it takes. I think England will win that going forward. What else we got to talk about? There was a fight I always wanted to see was Corey Spinks versus Mayweather. Southpaw versus Mayweather. It never happened because Corey Smith got beat by Zab Judah. Zab Judah faced Mayweather, and that's a fight that never happened. Triple G as the only three who never fight risky fighters. Triple G never fought risky fighters. It's true, he's always fought in the favorite, but that's because he's the A side, except for Canelo. He's not the A side against Canelo, mate. He has to sit and wait until Canelo decides to fight him. It's funny. Canelo controls the negotiations, and when Canelo says jump, Triple G says how high. So I had Belgium versus England in the finals. That's not gonna happen. Oh yeah, it could happen. From day one, if you put money on that, you made a lot of money. Yeah, he fought Jacobs. That's a risky fight, but was he? Yeah, but when risky fights, I mean, MC boxer star. Was he the underdog? Triple G's never been the underdog. Risky fights mean you're in a fight where you could possibly lose. Triple J, he's never been in that. I mean, he's always the favorite. 45 and 1 plus. Oh yeah, that's a lot of money, mate. How much you put down? How much you put down there, mate? Jacob still was a risky fight. No, it wasn't a risky fight, man. Triple G is a favorite. It was a big favorite on that fight. I mean, like to us, maybe like caused the upset, but if you look on the betting odds, yeah, he didn't have a chance, mate. There's 50. You put 50 down. Wow. Woo! You're gonna be smiling, mate. You're gonna be smiling if that happens, mate. Belgium look really good, though. I'll tell you, they're really good. They look really good. They look like a really good team. I'll say that right now, mate. They look like a really good team. I think they can get to the finals. Hey, listen, England's been through it all. They've been penalties. Yeah, if it happens, yeah. Yeah, they look slick, man. It's true. Yeah. I mean, listen. End of the day, England's got a chance. They've been through a lot of things with Colombia, so they're battle hardened and their confidence are all-time high. They've cracked it. Their confidence is good, and like I don't think no other team is coming in with the confidence they need. You need that sort of confidence to play that way. Even if the thing is, looking at this, right? They made the mistakes on the penalty and they still came through that. When you've done that, even in boxing, it's like being knocked down on the canvas and getting up and then beating your guy. Like when that happens, boy, you know that you've got like Tony Bellew. He knew that he could beat David Haye. He knew that if you got knocked down, he knows he's got it inside himself to get up. He's been in a more tougher situations than David Haye. He knew he had the grit, where David Haye's had everything his own way. And when you're facing a guy like that, it's very hard to lose. Who doesn't want to lose? It's very hard, man. Most of you guys don't even talk about the flyweights, Caesar Kit, and all them guys there. I can understand why. This is the era of the heavyweights, man. This is the era of the heavyweights. The heavyweights will dominate until the end of this. We've got 2 more years of this decade, yeah. We start from that. You start the decade from 2010 to 2020. Seeing out the rest of this decade, the heavyweights are going to dominate into next decade. When the heavyweights are doing well in boxing, the rest of the divisions are usually doing well. You know, I know it was the Mayweather and the Pacquiao, they carried like the rest of the division for a while. Sadly, the heavyweight division isn't even the best division right now. It's the most exciting. It's the most exciting. It's definitely the cruiserweight's not the most exciting. It's just got one fight. That fight against Usyk. After that, then what's happening? Who else is there? And then the welterweight division, like they don't want to fight each other at a minute. Heavyweight division is the division that draws the most money and guaranteed knockouts, man. The heavyweight division is the best division in boxing right now. Tyson Fury undefeated. Andy Joshua undefeated. Deontay Wilder undefeated. Povetkin's looming. Or Luis Ortiz looming. You know? Joseph Parker. You got Dillian White around. You got Big Mary Miller. Come on. You know any of them matchups, right? You know them matchups are good fights. Any of them. If you mash them up, put them in there against each other, any of the matchups I've just mentioned are great fights. All of them. They could, like someone's getting flattened out, mate. Trust me, ironed out. Like the other day you saw Danny Garcia versus Keith Thurman. How great was that? Or you saw Sean Porter versus Adrian Broner. Like they weren't that good. The cruiserweight division in the World Series, to be fair, were they great fights? I don't think so. I'm happy they put the belts, but it wasn't great fights. The heavyweight division, Wladimir Klitschko versus AJ, Deontay Wilder versus Ortiz. Come on, mate. Come on. You can replay them fights all the time. And even the casual fans are watching that, mate. I know we're boxing hardcores, so I know why you're saying the cruiserweights and the welterweights, but come on, really. Do you think, Cheeseman versus Byfield? I'm actually going to talk to Byfield. I talked to him when I was at the Haringey Box Cup. That's a good fight. Cheeseman's very good, but I think Byfield is very crafty. He might lose on points. I'm telling you, the Bradus Yusuf fight is going to be great. Yeah, it might be, but that's one fight. The rest of the cruiserweight division, there were some good fights there, but they're not like great fights that I'll sit and go watch again. But I guaranteed Tyson Fury, no, not Tyson versus Vladimir, forget Tyson Fury, Andy Joshua versus Vladimir. That was like one of the fights of the year. And Wilder versus Povetkin. No, Wilder versus Ortiz. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? The cruiserweight division, none of them fights are good as them. I'd say a cruiserweight fight was good. It was Dennis Lever versus Guillermo Jones. That fight was sick. It was brutal and bloody. You know what I mean? So, in my opinion, the heavyweight, the one's the one. Yeah, Cheeseman versus Byfield. I think Byfield might win on points, but might not get the decision. You probably need to stop Cheeseman to get a decision because it's on Eddie Hearn's card. So, that's a good fight. Cheeseman versus Arsenio Byfield. At some point, I'm going to interview Byfield because the fight, I was looking on Mickey Elliott's channel. If you check out Mickey Elliott's channel, it's called Hellraiser boxing channel on YouTube, and then you hear him talk. He's the manager. He's a cool guy, Mickey Elliott. He's from Latvia, guys. He's fight of the year. Really? Okay. Behind AJ and Klitschko. Ooh, you're the only one, mate. Gasser versus Doherty, yeah. Nah, it's not better than Wilder. It's not better than Wilder or Ortiz. But that's my opinion. If you think it is, then fine. I don't think so. But I don't think so. But, you know, everyone, you know, look, they'll put it. I guarantee you, cruiserweight was okay. But ain't better than them guys, though, man. That's the... I mean, how much money? These guys are undisputed. They both got both belts. Are they gravitating as much money as Klitschko and AJ? They're not going to. Cruiserweight's not grabbing that money. Even granted, well, hey, listen, I might pay for the World Boxing Series for that fight. That's the beauty of boxing. Yeah, it's the beauty of boxing. Everyone's got their opinion, and you know what I mean. There's no wrong or right. It's just the opinion. I mean, I put money in one bucket and pay for the ITV event, but for me, the heavyweight division will see out the rest of this decade and onto the thing. The only thing is these guys need to fight each other a couple of times. The reason why they're not fighting each other is because people want to hold into money. Eddie, I like Eddie, but you can't protect no one in this game. Boxing, you can't protect anyone. You're only one fight away from losing. Seriously, like I can go into a fight, I prepare and everything, and this guy I'm supposed to win. I go in a fight, yeah. And I'm doing what I'm doing. I get caught with a shot I didn't see coming. And next thing I know, my knees have given out me. And I'm on my back. I'm like, what the fuck happened? That's boxing, mate. That's boxing. Being overconfident, underestimating. And that's where, you know, you do your game plan and you try and work out the other opponent's weaknesses and you try to exploit them. You know, Tyson Fury wasn't supposed to beat Vladimir. You know, I put money on that one. I won money on Tyson Fury versus Vladimir. I won money on Ronda Rousey losing. I put money on Holly Holmes beating Ronda Rousey. Put money on it. And I was going to put money on Nate Diaz beating Conor McGregor in the first fight. Made a lot of money. I made a lot of money on that one. Better do White Fury. Nah, I don't know White Fury. Probably Miller. Nah. Fury's not fighting. No. Fury wants AJ straight away. That's who he believes he's going to fight, so that's who he's going to get. He's just going to fight them bar fights again in April or whatever. Just, you know, Fury, every time Fury fights, you don't understand, his credibility goes really down. But it doesn't. Eddie Hearn doesn't care. Eddie Hearn don't mind giving Fury bloody 40, 60. He's not going to disrespect Fury, like, because Fury was the former guy who beat Klitschko, so he's not going to disrespect him so much on the negotiations. Give Fury like 40 mil, AJ makes 60. That's fair. I mean, Eddie should be doing that with bloody Wilder, and the fight would have been made. But he's lowballing Wilder. I mean, listen. So why is he saying this is nothing to Eddie? He's saying it's Wilder's biggest payday. But what about what's Fury's biggest payday? I mean, what's Fury's biggest payday? I'm sure Wilder's getting more than Fury. But why are you lowballing Wilder, but you're not lowballing Fury? Just saying. But you go, oh, Fury's more valuable because he beat the man. Yeah. Eddie's shitbag. Because he knows that Wilder's a threat, innit? That's what it's about, isn't it? Little shitbag Eddie, but it's all good, man. All right, so who got 7 mil? Who got 7 mil? Don't fuck around. Fury never got no 7 mil, and if he did, he snorted up his nose. He never got 7 mil. You're crazy. Klitschko don't give him 7 mil. He was a massive underdog. He wasn't getting those 7. Who told you 7 mil? Oh, you know what? Wilder got offered 7 mil. If Wilder got 7 mil, that's fair. I don't know why he didn't take it. Is that what you're talking about? If it's, I'm kidding. Yeah, I got exactly 8K. Yeah, for the fight. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, oh, he got me there, but I was like, what the heck? You know, you never got that much. Exactly. So what's Fury's biggest payday? But yet you're talking about it. You know what? I catch that little rat Eddie. I'm gonna put it on him. You know, I'm gonna catch him at the Parker. Actually, I'll probably see you MC Boxing Star. I'm gonna catch him at the Parker and the White fight. I'll be around there. I'll be around. I should be around like fight week. You might see me around, bro. So I can freaking trouble him and ask him about that. Oh bloody hell, man! Hilarious, boy. Hilarious, man. Anyways, yeah. I know you're going there yourself. I know, that's it. So I'll probably see you there. Anyways, I'm gonna call it a wrap. Looking forward to that. But yeah, it should be good. It should be good then. So Eddie always puts on good cards, man. Regardless of anything, it's always fun. Sweet Caroline, oh. That's it. You know what I mean? It's always a good time in the hands, man. Katie Taylor support, yeah. Katie Taylor's alright. I like Katie Taylor. I've interviewed her. She's good for Ireland, man. She's a good boxer. I like Katie. She's a nice lady. I like Katie Taylor. She's a world champion, so really good, man. So we see what happens, man. I'm gonna call it quits, man. It's 3 in the morning. Crack of dawning. I need to go back to sleep out my eye. That's my man Puff from the barbershop. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the music. Enjoy this little chat. I will with you very soon. Make sure you sub to my man, MC Boxing Star. Evening, good night, good morning, whatever it is. No problem, MC Star. And I'll catch you guys on another one. Peace.